Gabby Chu. My passport belongs to South Korea, and I'm handling ochil, which is tree sap and mother of pearls and egg. And this connects me my heritage, and I wish my creation can make you feel connected and feel that you are not the only person who felt that. So this time is about I have another dimension in my head that I call it Whappy world, which is Hua as a fire in Chinese letter, which because I'm Asian, but happy like happy in English way because I had a Western education when I was young. So I feels like I'm combined of Asian and Western somehow. So I call it Whappy world, like happy, 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 like that. So this is the world that I found myself really peaceful. It reflects my reality as well. Each one have some kind of symbolic meaning, such as flower is a happiness, and a cloud is a lot of thinking, wave is some kind of like hard time in life, and the little house is myself. So it's kind of where I found myself really safe and peaceful. Since I was young, I travel here and there so often. I never felt like any country is my home. So I built my little home in my head. So wherever I go, I feel safe and peaceful. So in this world, in this house has a decoration as well. So they are the decorative thing inside of this house. So in this world, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. So I just wanted to combine, like classic world is like a porcelain ceramics are belong to high demand world. They will not talk like penis or vagina because they consider that's degrade, not a good concept to talk about, something like that. So I just combine them all together. So that's how they come out as it looks like that, but if you look more longer time, it's actually vase. In this world, how I combine ochil is, if you see that one there, that's how I feel of coming outside of having an exhibition. I feel so nervous and anxiety. It feels like everyone watching me, and then I feel like shaking, and then it creates a lot of water. So I'm like there by myself, really embarrassed. So that's why it's a red, but it still shine. And then the white part is there is like, when people are looking at you, it feels like that. So it's made of eggshell. When you crack the eggshell, it creates that kind of small little kind of texture. So I try to understand how each material have different feeling. So wherever I feel light is used mother of pearl. Wherever I feel nervous, it's used with the eggshell. And then wherever I feel it requires a lot of patience, it's done as a 변칠, which means many different layers of ochil, and then you sanding it until you see the color of you've been applying. In this exhibition, I tried to like this ceramic, and then that's plastic, and that's bronze. So bronze is like very Western material, and that's very like classic, like ochil is a very classic one in Asian culture. So I wanted to understand what is it like. I consider that as this happy world always in my head, and then I wanted to bring it to the real life. And then that's how I made it into bronze, because bronze is really heavy, and then it's actual real thing, not like fake, because you can actually feel the weight. So that was some kind of my validation of I will do this world, I will be a real artist, and so that was my validation. So the bronze house is the only one pose that crossed the leg. Some people like doing like this when they have a space in their mind. So I wanted to have that kind of like, I can breathe too, not just surviving. So, and then whenever you turn it, it shows different kind of aspect. The reason why the houses are really tall is because I was so scared. You know how monkeys or squirrels or little creature, they all on top of the tree. Lions or tigers are sleeping on the floor because they know they are strong and they're gonna no one gonna eat them. But I always felt like I feel so scared, and so I wanted, if I make my house really tall, unless I put leather, no one gonna bother me or no one gonna attack me or disrupt me. So I built it tall. And then I was still so curious about world, and I want to be very open-minded. That's why the door is round and open. And then that's why there's many windows, because I'm so curious about what's going on. So my house has a shoes because, you know, shoes is protection of ground. So when you feel, you know, when you wear boots when you jump into some kind of mud or like rainy somewhere you think it's not safe, then you wear shoes. So they are wearing shoes because, you know, they are outside. They are not in my head or inside of the painting. They are here. Because of the twig, the surface where they put the bottom, they are not stable. So once you have shoes, they can stand more still. So I made them shoes. This new series is nature on plastic, which is Ochil is all nature. Since I come here, I had a lot of plastic piling in my place. And then I was wondering, can I actually do something with this? And then I was wondering, why is there so many? And I was wondering what actually make people move was reason. And where is the reason coming from? Value. And I was wondering, you know, Ochil is like, when I talk about it, they think, oh, it's so valuable because it's a tradition, it's a long, like, ancestor technique, and it's nature, it's important, something. But then I was feeling so confused. Plastic is also a thing, but then nobody pay attention because it's so many. So I thought I can combine these two different value and see what's gonna happen. I start to use plastic lid because in a primitive time, the container was just a bowl kind of shape. We never actually need a lid, but then this modern world, we believe that lid is protecting something, or like my latte for 10-minute ride or 5 minutes something. And then we constantly create a lot of lid and believing this is protecting of something of my food. But then actually, I wonder, what are we actually protecting? So that's why I use the lid, everything is lid. Well, I didn't really think about why I'm hanging it. I was more of, I wanted to, you know, all this idea was flat in my head. And then imagination, and nobody know what is what. I try to explain this, but then until I actually bring it out to the real world, nobody understands what I'm talking about. So I wanted to do something like physical and actually into their face. Maybe that will be more impactful than just flat surface. So I wanted to bring it out into something that actually can physically touch in this real world. It's also very opposite value. I thought like vase, porcelains are very high demand, kind of high class, but then plastic is like garbage. And I felt like a lot of recycled garbage material art look very still garbage level. You know, it still looks so garbage. So I wanted to it is made of plastic, but I wanted to look something more expensive, where people believe like expensive things must be good or better, or that kind of like ideological idea. So that's how I combine all these golden rings and like mother of pearls and try to transform the expensive value ochil or expensive stuff into unvaluable plastic, to combine it and see what can create from there. Yes. I want to create this Whappy world into VR. So, but then I still want to combine this ochil texture, like mother of pearl kind of thing. So it can be just like how I create the actual physical one, but then I also want to combine digital world. So once you actually put on the VR thing, then you can, because they exist in my head, but then no one know. So if I able to create in a digital way, people can just feel peaceful in the Whappy world. So that's another plan for the future. Each house is each person. Some are me, some are my friend. This one is me. Yeah, little one is me. This one was broken. You know, sometimes we become broken. And then I put that back all together with ochil. Only you can be the person who put them back together. So it was a lot of people's help. So it's I don't know. I'm lost.